To take this class and be able to share it with everybody, even if they can't be here in person. So I'm really excited to guide you guys through today's flow. As always, a couple reminders. If anything doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. You can always skip it. Everything should be pretty accessible, but of course, if anything isn't working for your body or you're just feeling a little sluggish or just a little tight today, listen to that. Always push yourself, but also listen to those feedback cues. You know yourself best. I'm here as your guide, but you're your best teacher. So we're going to start seated, just as you are. And you can sit anyway. You don't have to be crisscrossed. Let's just take a moment, though, to close our eyes and get started with some movement. A whole hour to devote to yourself, to this practice. Start to take some really slow, deep breaths here. Breathing in and out through your nose. Noticing how you're doing today. How does your body feel? What's your energy level like? And then start to picture everything that you have coming up this weekend. Maybe it's a busy one. Maybe you're going to take it a little bit easier, a little slower. Ask yourself what you need. How can we really wipe the slate clean from this past week and shed some of that stress and even the tension in order to really fully step into this weekend, this time for most people to take a break. No more work. It's now time to reset. So I want you to ask yourself what it is that you want to get out of this class. How do you want to feel? Maybe you need more energy. You want to feel more activated, stronger, more confident. Maybe just pumped up. You're going to a party later. Or maybe it's the other end of the spectrum and you need to find forgiveness for yourself. Maybe give yourself some grace. Give yourself permission to let something go. Welcoming in a state of calm, a state of peace. So really think on whatever it is that you need today. And then with that in mind, we're going to bring our hands to heart center with your palms touching. Let's take a really big inhale in through your nose as deeply as you can and try to hold your breath at the top and then maybe fill up with even more air. And then open your mouth as exhale and sigh it out. Let it go. We're going to have a wonderful morning. Let's open up our eyes, and I'm actually going to have you start lying down. So go ahead and bring your feet around in front of you. Make your way to lie down onto your backs. If only we could just stay here for the next hour. You actually can if you want to. That's the beauty of things. But we're going to start first just with a gentle windshield wiper of your knees. You're going to take them over to the right and then over to the left. Loosening up here through the low back, the pelvis, the hips here. Nice, and then come on back through center into bridge pose. We'll be lifting our hips straight up towards the sky. Once you go into bridge, I don't want you to look around too much. I want you to keep your gaze straight up to the sky. So you're pushing down through both feet. Really squeeze your glutes and lift your hips as high as feels good here. Try to activate the low body. You're also pressing your arms down, feeling your chest expand here. Just really engage through the glutes, lift up a little higher. And then slowly lower down. Start from the top of your spine all the way until your tailbone touches. And then just let yourself relax at the bottom. If you're outside with me, that sun feels so good. Not too hot yet. It'll get there later, but for now it's just right. So let's go through that bridge a couple more times. We're going to lift our hips up, squeezing at the top. If you want, you have the option to kind of rock your shoulder blades with you, and then you can interlace your hands and press your hands down into the ground. That's going to help you open up more through your chest. And then again, lower down nice and slow, take your time. Settling at the bottom, just letting your low back relax. Good, and then let's take that one more time. Pressing up, lifting up to the highest bridge you can, starting to really warm up and wake up the lower body. So this starts to activate the glutes, activate the hamstrings. Nice, everybody. And then slowly lower down. Let's walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat, and then bring your knees together so they're touching, so we're not knee here. Knees together, feet apart. And then your arms can be by your sides, or you can take them out to a T or cactus them, bending at 90 degrees. And then again, we'll go back to that windshield wiper. Slowly letting both knees fall over towards one direction, and then up through center, over the other way. Welcoming in the second chance to wake up here. Come on back through center. Flex the right foot, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Figure 4 stretch. Now you could just stay right there or thread your arms through onto that left hamstring and gently pull this whole shape in closer. Just want to try to keep that right foot flexed. Let your head relax down. You can find a little rock side to side. My friends outside, I'm loving these clouds from last night, today, these little puffs. Just take the world around you, even if you're practicing at home. Appreciating your space as if for the first time. Really take it all in. Let's switch out your legs here. We'll set that right foot down on the earth. Flex your left foot, left ankle crosses over the right knee for your figure 4. And again, you can hang out there, or if you're feeling good, just thread through, hold on to the right hamstring. Gently pulling the whole shape in, maybe finding that rock side to side. Nice and gentle here with the hips. We'll be getting into them a little bit more as we go through our practice today. So giving some love to the outer hip, the inner hip. Notice how it changes depending on which way you lean. Good, and then come on back through center. One more time, hug both knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Now, friends, we're going to try to rock ourselves up to boat pose. So you're going to start to roll along one length of your spine, up, down, towards your tailbone, and then up towards your head, back and forth here. And you're going to start to sort of catch yourself here at the top, holding this balance. So you're resting on your sacrum. Let's go a couple more times. Yeah, if you want a little harder, try it with your hands off. Nice, it's actually a classical Pilates move. Okay, let's hold it up here. We're going to hold that boat pose. Yes, feel free to grab onto your legs if you need. Otherwise, arms off is good. If you want harder, arms up gets a little crazy. And then this gets a little wild if you want to straighten out your legs. For me, I just feel it in my hip flexor, so I like to bend it. So this is boat pose, Navasana. We're going to go from this to half boat pose, Ardha Navasana. So you're going to lower down until your shoulder blades are hovering off the ground and your feet, and then you lift yourself back up, back to boat pose. Let's try that 2 more times. So it's a slow lean back, maybe an inch or 2. It doesn't have to be huge. And then exhale, lift up. Yes, okay, just 1 more. And then you're done with your core for the day. Exhale, lift it up. Reach your arms up. Good. Maybe straighten out the legs for 3, 2, and 1. Let's grab onto your legs. Roll yourselves all the way up. And then you're just going to bring your feet around to come to tabletop. Let's come to hands and knees. Good job, you guys. Okay, now that we're a little sweaty, we'll take our hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Let's cool it down with some cat and cow. As you inhale, lower your belly down, lift your head and tailbone up, really stretch it out here. And then exhale, pushing around into cat. And we're just gonna go back and forth between those 2. So good, inhale your heart forward. You exhale, pushing around, and then maybe you start to find some other movements here. Your hips side to side, your ribs, your shoulders, really any movement that you like. Start to notice the full expanse of your body. How does the upper half feel? How does the lower half feel? take one more round. Nice deep breath. And make your way back into a neutral tabletop. We're going to keep our hips lifted and crawl your hands forward, bowing your chest down for puppy dog pose. Really stretch it through the upper back, your shoulders. Nice deep breath here. And then we'll crawl our way back up. Let's come to tabletop. Awesome. And then from here, press it back. Let's find downward facing dog. So first time in downward facing dog, let yourself really relax here. Bend your knees as much as you need. Shake your head out. And start to feel more of this pose. Let's start from the bottom up. So really spreading your fingers. Your hands are your foundation. So you want to grip with the full expanse of your hand, but especially your index finger and thumb. And squeeze that space. If you're here with me on the grass, you can actually get a little feedback. It's kind of spongy. Same thing if you practice on carpet. Yeah, and then maybe you start to bend one knee and then the other, pedaling out the feet, feeling that stretch of your hamstrings. You can shake your head out a little bit, yes and no. And notice what happens to your breath here once we go upside down. It's a little harder to breathe, but try to feel that deep connection still with your breath. Good. We're going to take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward at your hands. As you exhale, step or you can hop your feet up. Let's find a forward fold. Feet hips distance, bend your knees a lot, let yourself drop down over your legs. You could grab opposite elbows here if you like. Find a little sway side to side. Feel free to shake your head out, yes and no. Letting yourself drape down. And then hands come to your shins. Let's inhale, find a flat back. Lengthen out your spine, your legs, your belly button draws in. And then we'll exhale, fold it back down. Let's reach the arms, come all the way up to stand. As you exhale, hands together, gather that energy down to your heart. And let's inhale, stretch back up to the sky. As you exhale, you take your forward fold, bend your knees, come on down. We'll inhale to our halfway lift. And then exhale, fold, hands down, step back to your downward facing dog. Nice. So it's going to be like our first version of our sun salutation. We're going to keep adding on to it. So start to move a little bit more with your breath, feeling that connection. Let's take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or you can hop your feet. Let's find that forward fold. Nice. Inhale, we take a flat back. Exhale, drop it down. Reaching your arms up, stretch up towards the sun. As you exhale, hands together, down to your heart. You're going to take a little eagle arm stretch. Arms go out to the side. You're going to take your right arm, cross it over your left. So I'll be your mirror here. Yeah. And then we're going to start to wrap all the way around. Maybe your palms touch, or you can press just like the backs of your hands together. What we're really caring about is that hinge at your shoulders. So you're almost pulling your arms away from each other in opposite directions. You should feel that spread right between the shoulder blades. Okay, now if you want more, you just think shoulders down, stand up taller, lift your elbows a bit higher, and then try pressing your hands away from you. That should increase that stretch right between the shoulder blades into your traps, your neck a little bit. Take a deep breath here. And then release your arms, do a couple rolls through the shoulders, shake it out. Nice. Inhale, let's stretch up. Exhale, we take our forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll step our left leg back and lower the left knee down so your right foot is forward here in a low lunge. And then maybe stay down. If it feels okay, try reaching your arms all the way up. Yeah, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Maybe look up, maybe tilt back from your shoulder blades, find a tiny back bend here. And then you exhale, hands all the way down to the earth. Bring that right leg back behind you. And once again, press it back, downward facing dog. Nice. Let's do that one more time. We'll take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet, find that forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, we dive it down. Stretch your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, hands together, down to your heart. Good, we'll take eagle on the other side. So arms out. This time your left arm crosses on top of the right. And you hinge at the elbows, start to wrap it around. Just wrap as much as feels comfortable. You don't want to like crank your wrists. And then think shoulders down. Lift your elbows up higher. If you already feel a big stretch, just stay right here. If you want more, you're just thinking about pressing your hands away from each other, away from you, so that you're starting to increase that stretch right between the shoulder blades. If you want more, you can lift your elbows up higher. You can also start to tilt it back a little bit. Take a couple slow, deep breaths here. Try to soften where you can. And then let it go. Good. Go ahead and roll it out again a couple times. Let go of that stretch. Nice. Reach your arms up. Breathe in. As you exhale, we take that forward fold. Bend your knees. Come on down. We'll inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time your right leg steps back, right knee lowers down to the earth, left foot is forward, and then maybe stay down or make your way up. Arms reach up, Vinyasa. Yes. And then maybe lift up, look up, opening up your heart to the sky. As you exhale, hands come down to the earth. Take your left leg back behind you, and then meet downward facing dog. Good work. All right, the sun is coming through hot. Let's take a big inhale in through your nose. And then an open mouth exhale. Let go of some of that heat. Now from here, pushing down through both your hands, you're gonna lift your right leg up. Let's find a three-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Yes. Maybe some movement in that three-legged dog. Bend your knees, circle out your ankles, spread your toes. Any movement that feels good here, please go for it. This is your time to explore. I want you to really feel that connection through your hands. Yes. Good. Look forward. You're going to step your right foot through between your hands, and then you're stepping your left foot up to meet it. You're coming to a forward fold at the top of your mat. And then from here, we inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Reach your arms up to stand. As you exhale, pull your hips back. You're going to sit down into chair pose. Yeah. So our weight's back in our heels, our glutes, our spine is nice and long, and we're just going to swing the arms. So we'll breathe in, arms go back behind you, and then you exhale, arms sweep up. Nice. Let's go 2 more times. Big swing back, full range of motion with those arms, feeling into your legs. Your chest is open, your back is nice and long. Good. Hold it up here, deep breath in. Exhale, back to your forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll step that left foot back, left knee lowers down. You're in your low lunge, right foot forward. Okay, and again, you can stay down with the hands, or just like before, we'll try reaching way up. Yes. Now from here, really anchor down through the right foot. We'll breathe in. As you exhale, you're finding a hinge forward. Maybe your fingertips touch the ground. You'll sweep the arms back behind you. Yeah, let's try that 2 more times. So we'll inhale, reach it up. Exhale with a nice long spine, arms sweep up. Gorgeous. Let's go 1 more. So this one's tricky. Even though we're down on 1 knee, it's still a lot of work through that right leg. Yeah, let's take it all the way up. 1 last breath in. As you exhale, hands come all the way to the earth. Take your left hand down. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Find a twist. Try to push a little more through your right foot here. Let your chest open up. Take both hands down to the ground. Good. Right leg comes back behind you. Meet me at a tabletop. Okay, now from here, we're going to square off our shoulders and our hips. Belly button in. 1 more time, reach that right leg straight back behind you. So we're going to point our toes and knees down to the ground for this. Yeah. And then belly button in. Let's try reaching that left arm forward. Yes. So left arm, right foot, you're lengthening and lifting up higher. You could stay right here. If you want a little more, you're going to round your back. Bring your knee and elbow towards each other. Find a little crunch. And then slowly extend arm and leg back out. Yes, try 2 more. You got it. The slower you go, the harder it actually is to hold your balance, to maintain that strength. Good. Let's go 1 more. A lot of work through your glutes, your shoulders, your back here, and your core. Now hold your arm out, leg out, hold it, and then set your hand down, your knee down. Take a breather. When you're ready, we'll push it back. Find your downward facing dog. Nice job. Okay, just like before, strong push through your hands. Let's lift our left leg up. We'll find that three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Yes, and then again, some movement. Maybe bend your knees, circle out your ankles, spread your toes, and shake that leg out in that three-legged dog. Nice work, crew. Look forward. Step your left foot through between your hands. Pause for a moment. Your lunge. Look forward. Right foot steps up to meet your left. Your back end forward. Fold at the top of your mat. And then we'll inhale, find a flap. Exhale, drop it down. Reach your arms. Let's come on up to stand. As you exhale, hips pull back. One more time, back into your chair pose. Nice. Just like before, you're going to swing the arms. They go back behind you. Exhale up overhead. Now your goal here is maybe to sit a little bit deeper. Maybe to really feel your full foot anchoring down into the ground. Can you feel your toes pressing? Maybe lengthen out your spine last time. Let's reach the arms up. We'll hold it. Good. Take your forward fold dog down. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And then exhale. Right leg steps back, right knee lowers down to the earth, our left foot is forward in our low lunge, and then arms reach up, crescent pose. Yes, Anjaneyasana. Now let's lift up, maybe tilt back from your shoulder blades, your eyes look up. And then we'll find that hinge. As you exhale, keep your spine long, sweep your arms back, just like you're doing that chair pose. Let's go 2 more times. So we inhale, lift it up. Good. Really feel that. Work through the left foot as you reach the top of your head forward. And feel your left glute fire up. Nice. Let's go one more time. Take it all the way up and hold. Good. And then both hands down to the ground. Keep your right hand down. Twist your left arm up. Yes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down. We'll take that left leg back behind you. Come back to your tabletop. Okay, so again, we're squaring off our shoulders and hips. Left leg goes straight back behind you. Knees and toes down to the ground. Belly button in. Try reaching your right arm forward. It's already really hard just to hold this, so feel free to stay right here. If you want more, we're going to round the back, knee double pull in, find that scoop. And then slowly extend your arm and leg back up. Take that 2 more times, almost like you're moving through water. Really feel that resistance. Stretch it up. Exhale, blue. We'll hold our arm and leg out here, lift up a little bit higher. And then hand down, knee down. Take a child's pose, toes together, knees wide, reach your arms forward. Friends here with me. San Diego's hot, so feel free to grab some water. It's also the day I chose to wear all black, so I have nothing to blame but myself. Take a moment, breathe. Really let yourself relax. Shoulders soft. Noticing how you're feeling now after just that little bit of movement. It's amazing. It doesn't take long. It was almost a half hour. I'm already feeling a big change in your body. Feeling hopefully a little bit more connected to the present moment as well. Just going to find your stillness in that moment. Child's pose is always a really nice one to be in. If you feel like you want a break, you will stay here. Otherwise, we'll take just a few more breaths. And then whenever you're ready, friends, we're going to make our way back up to our tabletop. And once again, we'll press it back to our downward facing dog. Let your head relax. Really push strong through the arms. Lift your hips up. Nice, crew. Feel that energy. Now from here, let's lift the right leg up. We'll find our 3-legged dog. I want you to try to get your legs straight. Either point or flex your foot, your choice. Yes, and then maybe lift up a little bit higher, squeeze your glutes. Yes, we're gonna look forward, step your right foot through between your hands. Coming up to crescent lunge. So standing lunge now. Coming all the way up, right knee bent, left leg straight. Yes, gorgeous. This will feel familiar. We're gonna take a deep breath in. Just like before, as you exhale, you're gonna find that hinge forward, arms sweep back, you get low over your thigh. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hinge it forward. This is one of my favorite moves to do. I think it just feels so good. It activates the lower body, but you also get that stretch through the upper body, especially by moving these shoulders. Okay, we're gonna take that same motion to come forward into chair pose. So sweep forward, look forward, step your left foot up to meet your right, and then bend your knees, arms come up overhead. Perfect, yes, we're in chair pose here. Now we're gonna do a little march. Arms go back behind you, push down through your right foot, try lifting your left knee up. You can either come to your tiptoes, or you can take it all the way up. Hold your balance here. It's one-legged mountain pose, one-legged Tadasana. And then we'll sit back down in our chair. Arms go back. Let's try picking up our right knee. Maybe the tiptoes, maybe lift it up. It helps to look at just one spot. Just threw myself off there. Good, let's come back into that chair pose. One more time, lift your left knee up, hold it here. Nice, stand taller. You're gonna step your left foot back, come back to your high crescent lunge, bend your right knee, stand tall. Beautiful. From here, open warrior 2. Left foot comes down. We're gonna spin our hips open towards the side, and then our right knee bends. Arms out. Yes, feeling that strong warrior. Beautiful. From here, reverse it, reach your right arm up and back, stretching behind you while you bend your right knee more. Yeah, feel that stretch through the ribs. And then take it up and over, extended side angle, right forearm to your thigh, left arm reaches up overhead. And then if you want more, you can always take your hand down lower, maybe down towards the ground. You can also hover it, that's harder, so you're just using your legs and your core. You can also come up higher to your hand for a little easier option. Wherever you're at, you're pushing through both your feet. Feel that length through the crown of your head. Gorgeous yogis, now are you breathing? Good, let's lift it back up. Find your warrior 2. One more time here, looking over your right fingertips. And then straighten your legs, reach your arms up. You're gonna turn your right toes forward, hinge at your hips, wide-legged forward fold. Let yourself really relax down, shake your head out, stretching through the backs of the legs, the middle, the low back here. This really gets into a lot. It's also an inversion, so your head is below your heart here. So I always like to keep my eyes open and just enjoy the view of the world upside down. But of course, you can also close your eyes, go more introspective. Take one last breath here. As you exhale, you're going to crawl your hands back towards your right foot, turn back to face forward, frame your foot, and then step it back, downward facing dog. Good job. Let's take a big inhale in through your nose. Open up, exhale. Let that go. Okay, time for round 2. We'll lift our left leg up, 3-legged dog here. Yes, friends. Now try to get it straight. Point or flex your foot, maybe lift up a little higher. Gorgeous. Strong push through your arms. That's it. And then to look forward. Left foot comes through between your hands, coming up to stand in your high crescent lunge. Left foot forward and the ball of that right foot. Yes. Anchor down through all 4 corners of your left foot. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you'll find your hinge forward, arms sweep back. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. You decide how low you go. It's the beauty of every pose, really. They're all adjustable. The deeper you get into it, the harder it gets. Let's go one more time. Exhale. Nice. And we're going to use that same motion to step forward. So lift up first, breathe in. And then find that hinge, look forward, right foot steps up to meet your left. You're in your chair pose, arms sweep up. Yes, time for a march. So arms go back, push through your left foot. You're gonna lift your right knee first. Right knee lifts, maybe tiptoes, maybe take it all the way up. Gorgeous. And then back down into your chair, arms go back. Let's try picking up your left knee. Again, try to find something to look at. See if you can stand up even taller. Yeah, back down into your chair. One more time here. Let's pick up that right knee. Hold it solid. And then we step the right foot back. You're landing for a moment back into your crescent lunge. Yes, good work. So find your foundation. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, open up to that warrior two. Right foot turns down flat. You'll step your feet open, maybe a little bit wider apart. Good. Try to bend your left knee more, looking over our left fingertips. Reverse it, left arm up and back. Best side stretch ever. Really just opens up all these ribs, makes it easier to breathe. Let's take it the other way. Left forearm down, extended side angle. Right arm reaches overhead. Yes, crew. Remember your options. You can stay right there. You can go harder. Left hand to the earth. Maybe hovering it. Maybe a little easier by coming up to your hand. And then notice if you can soften. Can you relax a little bit through your upper body? Can you use those newly expanded ribs to breathe deeper? Beautiful. Lift it back up. Find your warrior two. One more moment here, feeling that strength. And then straighten your legs, arms reach up. We'll come into our wide-legged forward fold once again, hinging at your hips. Parsvrita Pada Konasana. Right angle, wide-legged forward fold. Try to relax your head down. Yes, friends. If you want to go a little deeper into this, you could grab opposite elbows. You can also take the shoulder opener here, interlacing the hands behind your back, and then reaching the arms up overhead. And then taking this moment to find a little bit of peace, a little tranquility. You can close your eyes or have them open, but deepen your breathing. One of my favorite quotes that I always repeat to myself is, how you do one thing is how you do everything. You know, life really is not a dress rehearsal. Every moment that we have, this is the only one we got. So we want to try to show up as your best self, whatever that means for you today. Giving yourself just as much intention, as much presence in your yoga practice as you want to give to your kids, to your spouses, your coworkers. So take one more really solid deep breath here. Notice what you can relax in your body. Come back to this moment. And then we'll start to crawl our hands around over towards the left leg. Let yourself turn back to the front of your mat. And then we'll step it back to downward facing dog. One more time. Nice work. Let's take one more inhale in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Let that go. We got one more little balance challenge. Let's take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward at your hands. As you exhale, step, or you can hop your feet up. Come on up to meet me at the top of your mat. And then we'll inhale to our flat back. Exhale, drop it down. Let's reach the arms all the way up to stand. As you exhale, hands come together, down to your heart. Okay, beautiful. You might guess where we're headed. We did a little bit of it earlier. We're going to try eagle pose today. So we did the arms. Now we're going to bring in the leg component. So first, we're going to get those arms into position. Start with your feet about hips distance. And then arms out to a T. And you're going to cross right arm on top of the left. Just like before, you're going to start to wrap your hands around. Start with a pretty comfortable position. You want to feel a little sensation, but you're not like at your edge. Okay, now with our legs in a hips distance position, you're going to pull your hips back and bend your knees down into your chair pose, your squat. Okay, our right arm is on top, which means our left leg has got to go on top. So we're going to come up to stand, little one-legged Tadasana, pick up your left knee, and then cross it over your right. And then technically you're already in eagle, so be proud of that. And then if you have long legs, you can wrap your foot around. Mine just kind of sticks out here, so feel free to explore that. You're gonna pull your hips back. Think chair pose, okay? So booty goes back. And then start to bend into your right knee. Yes. Now you're fully in eagle. If you want more, you lift your arms up higher, you sit down a little deeper. Hell yeah, yogis. We'll stay for one more breath. Go. And then exhale. Woo. Release that pretzel, shake it out. Nice job. Just balance, flexibility is like a whole lot. And it's also a little glute work for that standing leg. So let's even it out. We'll take our arms out. After this, you get to slow things down. So this is your grand finale. We'll take our left arm on top of that right. And then wrap your arms around. Again, our feet are hips distance. Okay, now from here, hips pull back. You're gonna get down nice and low. And then our left arm is on top, which means our right leg's gonna lift up. And then you're gonna cross it up top of your knee. Maybe you're just hanging out right here. If you can, wrap that foot around, go for it. Hips pull back. You're gonna bend into your standing leg. Now think of holding your chair pose. So your knee isn't going forward, it's booty back in order to bend. Yes. Nice, you guys. Holding here strong. Maybe arms up a little higher. Try to look at one spot ahead of you. And then when you're ready, come on up. Good work. Shake that out. Nice job, you guys. Experts. Let's inhale one last time. Reach it up. You're going to find cactus arms here. Bend your elbows. Lean it back. Open up your chest. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, shoulder blades pull down. And one more, lifting up. Exhale, open up your heart. And then we take it all the way up, and you take your forward fold, hinge it back down. Inhale to a flat back. Okay, one final option. You can go into plank pose or straight to child's pose. So either stepping your legs back to straight arms, straight legs, or feel free to go right to that child's. We'll all meet there in a moment. If you're taking the plank, just enjoy it for a beat, right? Really use it as like that exclamation mark on your practice. You just did all that work. You loosened up a lot. You moved your body in new ways. You challenged your muscles, your neurons. So feeling that connection, feel your strength. One more breath in. As you exhale, we'll all find our child's. Toes together, knees wide. Feel free to rest your forehead down and take a beat. Nice work. Feel free to grab water as well if you need. I'm going to grab a sip. And again, feeling all that work, especially the stretch here of your shoulders after that eagle, the stretch of your hips. That's really why we call this a yoga practice. Obviously, we're practicing to sort of get better at these poses, but really what the intention is to practice for life. Because life is going to kind of twist us up like pretzels. It's going to throw us some challenges. It's going to be a little hot, a little sweaty, and uncomfortable. But it's all about how we react and how we compose ourselves in those situations. Which is why how we do one thing is how we do everything. So this is like a little life rehearsal right here on your... We'll take just one more breath in. Good. And then go ahead and roll yourself up. We're going to find our tabletop position. Come back to hands and knees. And then friends, if you want to find a couple of cat and cows here, go for it. If you want to kind of just roll it around. Find some movement here to reset. And then you're going to come back into a neutral tabletop. And let's reach your right arm up to the sky. Open up into a twist. And you're going to thread the needle. So this right arm comes underneath the left. We drop the right shoulder, right ear down to the ground. Letting yourself relax here. And then your left arm could be bent. Maybe you like it better sliding it out straight. It's called an extension here of that left arm. Or you can go into a half bind, taking that left arm across your low back. Wherever you're at, try to soften here, maybe close your eyes for a moment. Good job, friends. Let's unwind. We'll take that right arm back up to the sky. Open up into your twist. Exhale, right hand down. Good, and then just switch sides, taking your left arm up. Breathe in, maybe look up. Nice, let's thread the needle underneath that right arm. Left shoulder, left ear, gently resting down on the ground. Good. And then notice, even if you've done this pose a million times, how can you get a little bit deeper? What else can you feel about this pose? Maybe try something different with your arm, going to that extension or your half bind. Maybe it's just softening a little of that space between your shoulders and ears, or around your forehead, your jaw. Let's unwind. We'll take that left arm back up to the sky. Open up. Nice work, crew. Both hands come down, and then take your hips to one side. You're going to bring your feet all the way around in front of you. We'll start first in a butterfly position. So you'll have the soles of your feet, take your knees out to the side, and then try walking your hips back a little bit so you can sit up taller. You could hang out right here if this is working for you. If you want more, you'll hinge forward, coming a little closer to your feet, and then if you want, you can also work your thumbs through your arches, give your feet a little massage, find a rock side to side, and you'll just let yourself relax. This is one of those nice passive poses where you don't really have to do too much. Gravity is gently opening up this space between our inner hips. So that's our main focus. If you want to help it along, you can also just lightly press with your elbows, kind of leaning side to side, or pressing both of them down. We're not ever trying to force the stretch though, so a little feedback's good, but not to the point where we're clenching or holding the breath. And then we're going to sit all the way back up and extend your right leg out. Your left leg is going to be bent here. Yeah, right leg goes out, left knee in. And then right hand down for your foot. Left arm is going to sweep up and over, getting a side reach here. Perfect. So we're reaching through the left ribs, all the way down to the outer hip, breathing into the side body. And then lift yourself up. You're going to rotate to face that right foot, maybe flex it, and then take a forward fold, reaching for your toes. Flexing it usually gives you a little bit more feedback, so if that's too much, you could also just let it flop. All that really does when you change the position of your foot is change where you're stretching your hamstrings and how you're experiencing it. So something to play around with. And we're going to come all the way up. Nice. We're going to do a little fancy lean back. It's kind of like a kneeling wild thing. So you're going to bring your left hand behind you. We're rolling up onto your left knee. Your right arm is going to reach up and back behind you, opening up your chest here towards the sky. Yes, you got it. Good, and then lower yourself back down. And you're just going to switch out your feet. So we'll straighten out the left leg, right leg folds in. Good, reach your left hand down for your foot, and then right arm up and over. Nice. Breathing into that space from the ribs all the way to the lower back here in your hips. We'll sit all the way up, reach both arms up, turn to face your left foot, and then take your forward fold, reaching for your toes. Try to soften where you can. Let your shoulders relax. And then roll yourselves up. Fancy little wild thing. We're going to come up onto our right knee. Right hand goes back behind you. And then you're sweeping that left arm to lift your hips and lean backward. Really push strong through your right arm to open up your chest. Good. And then gently lower yourself back down. Last thing, we're going to slide both legs out straight, reaching both arms up. Exhale, take a forward fold, reaching your hands for your toe. And same thing, your feet could be flexed, pointed, really whatever works for you. Just try to relax the shoulders. Don't worry so much about like getting really close. I feel like school had us all reaching as far as we can. Don't worry, I don't want you to round your back so much. So try to keep your spine low. Focus more on just hinging at your hips and let your hands fall wherever. Okay, best part of class, we get to lie down. So we're going to roll all the way up. Scoot forward a little bit here on your mat. Grab water if you need before we head there, or if you want to grab a hat, sunglasses, anything like that. We'll be on our backs. Okay, and we'll start by hugging your into your chest. Let's find a rock side to side. Just massaging out your back. Let it fully relax here. Head down, tailbone down. Rolling it out. From here, we're going to go into a nice easy twist. You'll keep your knees bent. Let them both fall over towards the right. So we'll take our arms out to a T. Right leg goes down, followed by the left. Let your legs land wherever feels good, and then maybe turn your head to look over to the left. There's not really like a rocket science to this twist. Just be nice and loose here. Relaxing your hips, your shoulders. Take a deep breath into the left side body. And then we'll switch sides, bringing left leg up first. Right? And then you'll just let it go. Left leg down, right leg flops wherever it can land on top. And then maybe turn your head to look over towards the right arm now. Okay. And loose and relaxed here. So deep breaths. Go ahead, take it back through center, picking up your right leg and then your left. Nice. Once again, knees into your chest. Rock it out side to side. We're going to take this into half baby pose, reaching for the outside edges of your feet. Your knees come up towards your shoulders. And then maybe you find a rock side to side here. You can also try extending one leg out and then the other, or both at once, getting more into the inner thighs. And trying to keep your head down, your tailbone down here. Let's bring both knees back into your chest. Friends, if there are any last stretches, any last poses you want to take before we go into our final resting pose, our Shavasana, go for it. You can do anything else that feels good. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to make our way into our final resting pose. So settling into any comfortable position for your Shavasana. You don't have to lie all the way down. You can always have your knees bent. You could roll over to one side. I just want you to really be able to fully relax and to get comfortable. Letting your eyes close. Opening in that warm sun. We really only have a few more weeks left of summer, and this is kind of our last push here in San Diego, the last heat wave. So welcoming it, remembering everything is temporary. The warmth, the sun. Really let yourself enjoy this moment. Nothing to worry about, nothing to think about. Your only responsibility now is just to relax. And let me know when it's time to get up. So for now, enjoy your Shavasana. Start to take some deep breaths here. Let's start to gently add some movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, circling out your wrists and your ankles, maybe taking a good morning stretch, reaching your arms up overhead. Getting ready to greet the rest of your day here with fresh intention. So thinking back to what you decided at the start of class, how you want to feel as you go into the rest of your day and the weekend ahead. And with that in mind, slowly press yourselves back up to sit. And come to sit in any comfortable position, just like we started. Let's bring both hands to heart center in prayer, taking a moment of gratitude for this day, for yourself, for coming out, doing some yoga, enjoying this beautiful nature, this beautiful day, and also the community that we've all built together. So with that gratitude, we're going to take one final really deep inhale, biggest one of your day. Let's breathe in through your nose. Try to hold your breath at the top and then maybe fill up with even more air. And then open your mouth. Let's exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Getting ready to have a wonderful rest of your day. Go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you guys so much. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful to all of you. And good job. So during Shavasana, as always, I give you guys a little present. So the card in front of you, they all peel open, and they're kind of like fortune cookies, where they all say something a little different. And a huge thanks to everyone watching the video or joining us on the live stream. I'm so grateful to you guys as well. And for donations today, I also have this other card with 2 QR codes on it. One side will take you to my Venmo. I also have a QR code up here and a cash box up here. Any donations you have to give today, I'm super grateful for. In my Venmo account is Mind Body Badass, and that's where you can find me with pretty much everything. That's my Instagram handle, my website, company name. So if you search for it, you'll find me. But the other side of that QR code will also take you to my website. I've got a couple of fun events coming up soon. At the end of September, I'm doing a little couples yoga class. So if you have a partner, significant other, it's a really cute date night where you're going to be doing like a bunch of partner stretches with each other. And that's at Pier to Point, which is just around the corner in OB. And I'm also going to be doing a yoga 420. If you guys smoke, come join me. It's going to be in October, so that one's really fun. It's going to be outside on the deck, and yeah, definitely more cool, like restorative, chill yoga class, which is going to be really fun. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for coming out, you guys. I'm so grateful to y'all. I'll see you again.